Okay, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you one more time to the Real Talk Show. First and foremost, it's quite been it's been an unusual moment like this to host this program on Friday, but because of the schedule of my guest, and we just have to make sure that we put our guest wishes first, understand, so that people can be blessed. So if you have the opportunity to watch this either today or any other time you are seeing this broadcast, the most important part is that just get the message, get the knowledge, be imparted. And I believe this 2024 is going to be our year of results in the name of Jesus. So this evening, I have my wonderful mentor in the house. I met him many years ago in Nigeria. And in fact, what actually brought us together was business. It was business. So I went to his house to do a photo shoot, and it's, I think, a profile photo shoot for his website, for his social media. And then from that moment, I discovered that this man that I went to take photo shoot for, is the way he was speaking, the way he was talking, I could see wisdom coming out of coming out of him, and I could see how he was dispensing knowledge. And from that moment, I was tied to him and I could not let him go. Just like the Bible said, and Jacob had his hand tied to that angel. Until you bless me, I will not let you go. So, and ever since that time, he has been a wonderful big brother. He has been a wonderful mentor. We call ourselves. He encouraged me. He advised me. Understand? So he didn't even look at it from the angle of I just knew from. So it's a wonderful. He's a man of God. Let me just put it that way. He's a Christian. He's a wonderful man of God, and it's no other person. I know he's going to introduce himself better, but all I know is just that when you hear the word productivity, I think he's the only one that holds that slogan in Nigeria. But now he's relocated to the United States of America, based in Houston, Texas. So it's the person of Mr. Remi Dairo, based in Texas, United States. So I want, he's the president of productivity. That's all I know, but I know he's going to tell us the name of the company. I just want him to introduce himself before we go straight into the program. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. I call him my chairman. So he's a man of God, businessman, wise man. I also know how to hold us at at getting things done and all that. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. My name is Remi Dairo. Um, I didn't relocate. I repositioned. Yeah, I
Wow.
repositioned because relocation means you have uprooted yourself. So in the global space today, there's nothing like relocation because when you reposition yourself, it can be any part of the world. Now I am here. You are getting me. If I'm relocated, you're not able to connect with me. That means you can't locate me. But today, internet, today's world, you can be located anywhere, and then you can operate from anywhere. That's why there's something called remote work. So I did a training for a bank 2 weeks ago here in Houston, Nigeria. Nigeria bank called me, and this is what I did because what they're looking for is value. They don't care where I was or where I will be. All they need is the value I'm going to give. So I just represent myself to America with my family to be able to, America invited me on a special status anyway. Invited me on a
Wow.
special status called the extraordinary ability status that brought me down
Mm.
to America. So I'm needed here. I'm needed at home. So I work every part of the world in dispensing value, which is very important. So it's that, and then I go to Nigeria too when time is needed and all that. So it's a work, it's a global work, and then we are leveraging technology, leveraging opportunities to be able to get across to many people and get solutions. So my name is Remi Dairo. If you go back to Africa, Nigeria, I'm the president of Institute of Productivity and in Business Innovation Management, IPBIM, back in Africa. I'm the CEO, yeah, founder of Productivate Plus, which is productivity and innovation plus other things back here in Houston, Texas, in United States. So I'm obedient, I'm a learner, I'm learning and I'm growing. So let's go together.
And a spiritual leader.
Let's talk.
All right. Audience, you've heard from the horse mouth, and I believe today God is here to bless us. And I know by the time he start talking, please, I want you to pen information down, because God is about to vomit himself through this powerful man of God. And I believe today we've been blessed in this show, and today will not be an exception. So before we proceed, please, if you are watching us live, I want you to, we are live on my YouTube page, Pastor Paul Oyinloye, and also my Facebook page, Pastor Paul Oyinloye, and also on my Twitter, Paul Oyinloye. Please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe so that every time we come live like this, you can get the notification. And please kindly follow me on Facebook page, Pastor Paul Oyinloye, and help me share this video to your loved ones, because we are selling information, knowledge that will improve our life. So without further ado, let's move straight to the business of today, because I don't like wasting time, just like my boss here. So today we are looking at a very important topic, which I believe the year is still very fresh, and I believe this is kind of topic that we can start our year with its title, Effective Management for Productivity. So, and it's going to take a little bit of twist from the way we used to do it before, and this time around we are starting the show with questions and answer. So I'm going to put it straight to my mentor on what do people, what should we call management, and what is the place of effective management? Because I believe if you don't understand the word management, you cannot be effective. So I want you to help us to clarify what management is all about. Tell us before we proceed.
All right. Thank you. I don't want us to take it academical. I don't want us to take it in academic in the university, or doing an MBA definition of management, and it becomes another technical thing. I want us to take it very simple. Management is managing.
Management is managing.
How do you manage what you have? Managing is making right decision on how do I maximize what I have, or how do I minimize energy, or minimize what I'm dispensing. How do I maximize the little? How do I minimize the abundance, so to say? So because sometimes in our life we have so much abundance of some things, we don't know how to manage it. Sometimes we have so much, so little of some things, we don't know how to maximize it and get the best out of it. So I don't want to go to the academic purpose, say it's a process of involving planning, decision making, organizing, leading to motivating, controlling organizational resources, and achieving one's goal. Yeah, I mean it's technical and it's good, but I'm just saying this layman language. Management is managing what is big on your side and making the best out of it, or what is small on your side and making the best out of it. So in achieving your goal. So according to Remi, Dairo, management is managing what you have in making the best out of it in achieving your goals. So if you want to now go further and say, well, what is managing? I mean, that's simple for us. Please manage that money. You don't waste it. Manage your time. Manage yourself very well. But it's a normal language you use. So how do you manage all that you have, right? And things that you have are, we have, matter, we have the space, and we have the, okay, so when God said, and in Genesis chapter 1, so let's look at Genesis chapter 1. You see all that is available for you to manage, and then which God did, and He managed them. And the Bible says, I want to read the way it is so that you can have an understanding of how God talked about management Himself. Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. And the Bible says, in the beginning, and God created heaven and heaven is the atmosphere, and the earth is the matter. So we have the space, we have the matter, right? Because this topic we are talking about, people just think it's a management topic. No, it's a biblical thing. He created heaven and the earth. He created the space and the matter. Where we are here is the matter, right? And then he now started to manage the two things, the heavens and the earth, by creating a man to manage the matter and the other creatures. Other creatures or other creation, other creation, which are the animals, the plants, this, He said, manage it. I'm giving you the matter. God gave us matter, which is the earth, the land, water, right?
Yes,
and he
sir.
gave us the space, which is the atmosphere. But because he said it is in the beginning, that means there's time. So man has time, because that shows before God was coming from timelessness. But he said in the beginning, it became a time was set. So time became a resource. 2, the space became a resource. The air we breathe in, the atmosphere, the oxygen, the nitrogen, the heavens, you cannot touch. What you cannot touch becomes the space, which is part of the heavens, right? And then, and the earth. The earth is what you can touch here on earth, on top of water, on top of land. So man, he created man. So he created everything from day 1 to day 6. So I can prepare man, he can prepare the atmosphere, the matter, the matter. I mean, if I speak matter, don't mind me. Sometimes the Americans coming. So the matter, but I don't know how to say the matter, but the matter. So he created the matter, and when the matter was created, he put man to manage the matter and the atmosphere. In fact, later he now created another woman, another man, woman. So man, take charge, manage, till the land, management, grow, management, expand, management. So something that you have little. So a place. This is a master class. So don't mind if it's becoming so deep. Don't worry, we're going to break it down. So God was the first person who was the first manager. In the beginning, that was time. Time started counting. Tam, 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 tam. God said, oh, what do I do? What do I do? He's not asked, what do I do? He said, now the next thing is, he created heaven and the earth. Boom. How do I manage these things? Oh, he now sent the Holy Spirit in verse 2, who was now going around, hovering, thinking. And that's how your version says, that is, he was hovering, thinking, meditating, getting data, getting stuff on this heaven and the earth. We cannot produce anyhow. We have to manage it. What do we need to do before we get the man that will manage this place? We have to. So the Spirit of God now brought out the document. I said, yeah, here am I. Everything is set. Let's go. Let's go and create. But we'll not create man now. Let's set up the system. Let's set up the atmosphere. Let's set up the matter. So the trees must grow. He planted the tree in the garden. The water was flowing there. The land was there. And he said, guy, welcome. Let us create man. Remember, God said, at the beginning, God created. That means God was a creator. He introduced God as a creator. And he said, number 2, he said, let us create man in our. So that means we are creating man in our image to be another creator. Another manager. You see now, God created us to be a creator. What you are doing today is a creation of Pastor Paul. So we are in an atmosphere of Zoom. created by a creator who created Zoom. And Pastor Paul also created a program where we are today. And I created productivity, and I head on it. And today, all the creations are gathered together so that other creations of God can listen and watch and be blessed. So we are also blessing the Mara, we are blessing the people, we are blessing the atmosphere.
Wow.
Let me keep quiet. I can go deeper, but don't let us go deeper.
Yeah, I'm already, I wasn't really expecting you to go to dive into Genesis chapter 1
I don't know.
in the
I don't know
beginning.
too. I don't know.
I understand. That's why I said that when you start talking, understand, we begin to hear mystery. Now I begin to see it from another perspective that in the beginning, truly, time was activated. Yeah. The moment goes in the beginning, time was actually activated. And then
timelessness.
Exactly. So the timelessness was revoked and time was activated. And you mentioned something about, and God command the light to come. And when light came, he was able to, from the functionality of the light, he was able to start making creation. You understand? And he command this, he command. So that's where the dispensation of resources start coming on board. And then he created man. You understand? Because it is on the earth. So it needed someone to stay there to make sure that they
manage.
to manage it. Thank you so much. Now that's the place you've already shown us the theoretical perspective of what management is all about. Now, sir, let's now talk about effective management. Now, how can we, as a believer or as an entrepreneur or as a visionary or whichever way we could describe ourselves, how can we be effective? How can we be a better manager? Because now we've known that God has called every one of us into the ministry of management, either we like it or not. There should be one or two things that God has given to us. Even the gift that was mentioned in the scripture, some were given the gifts of the apostle, some prophets, we are coming to that, sir. But the question is, how can we be effective? What are the things that are required for us to be effective when it comes to management? Thank you, sir.
All right, I think effectiveness is just, I'll be giving simple definition so that it's not theoretical. Right, it's not like we're in another classroom. I say, what Dagon like this saying?
Yes, sir.
Effectiveness is getting the best of management. So we know we have to manage, but how can we get the best of management? How can we get the maximum, the premium, the best of? So effective time management is the best of time management. Effective people management is the best of people management. Effective stress management is the best. How best can you? All right. So in that wise, how can you let's go back. I mean, I don't know why you are touching my Bible, my Bible knowledge today, my Bible, theological knowledge today.
Yes,
because when I see men of God like this, I also prophesy when I'm in the midst of men of God. I become a man of God by proxy, by the presence. It happened to Paul, to Saul. When Saul got to the midst of prophet, he began to prophesy. Is Saul also a prophet? Say, he has entered their midst. So when I'm in your midst, so permit me and forgive my my biblical knowledge if I'm erring. All right, what am I trying to say?
Yes, sir.
God wanted to have effective management of the earth. He created one man. So he created one man to manage, because the place called Eden was, if you check the meaning of Eden, a spot.
Yes, sir.
It's called a spot. In fact, today scientists, they've gone ahead to see where that spot is. I think it's around Turkey or somewhere. They found out a place where that spot is a spot. A spot. So a spot means this is where we are starting from. God has seen the end of the world to be I don't know how many billions are we today now, human race. God has seen that billions, because it kept changing, 6 billion, 7 billion, and all that. Billions of people on earth. God has seen it. He has seen the 10 billions of people that are going to be born on earth before the world will wrap up and all that. 20 billion, I don't know how many, what number will be. But you see what? God said, I'm going to start with a man. A man. A man. So when you have a vision, what is clear, what the thing you need to do is to have a vision and have a man.
A clear vision and a man.
A clear vision of where the world is going to, but I need a man. So that was first a man. So people have a project, you first go and pack people there. No, you have disobeyed the law of effective management. A man, a leader, a lead on that project. Adam was a lead on the project Project F. So God said, no, start numbering, start going around, start cultivating, God said, oh, this will not work this way. This man needs somebody else. This work is beyond this man. So wife did not come because this man was lacking sex. Eve did not come because this guy, the agro don't catch this guy. Sapa don't catch this guy. This guy needs to, it's not, the cold is too much. The Bible says, and it's not good for a man to be alone, because this work, this management work is heavy, heavy task.
It's heavy.
And that's why you see Proverbs or Ecclesiastes say, it says it's profitable for two. I'm just trying to be together. It said because there will be profit for their labor. Profit for their labor. It's not saying they'll be sleeping together and they will not be sexual. That was not the original of Eve. Yeah, it's good. I know that those are part of the sexual part of it, the romance part of it. They were the addendum. But the original management purpose was, it was not good for this man to be. This man cannot be alone among all this thing. This work is too much. So we need to create for him another person that look like him. So another man with a womb. Another man with a womb now become a womb man. A womb man becomes a woman.
That's
on this work.
4, 9, 10.
Yes. On this work that I gave them to do.
Two
and what's the work?
Than one. Yes, sir.
Yes, better than one. Two, better than one. What's the work? Name the animal, take care of the animal, expand, grow this Eden to the end of the earth. Multiply. Multiply, replenish, cultivate, tidy up, knitting up, grow, cut, create. When you get the tree, create chair. When you get the animal, create skin, create skin clothes, create. And that was why God stopped working at Genesis chapter 2, and about Genesis chapter 2 verse 2. He said, and the Lord God stopped. Let's check it. Sorry, I'm not quoting from my head. Genesis chapter 2 verse 2.
Yeah.
Let's look at what happened. This one I said we should manage. What now happened to him in verse? What now happened? Genesis 2 verse 2. In the 7th day, and in the 7th day, God has finished the work he was doing. He has finished.
Yeah.
So on the 7th day, he rested. From
Yes,
all is all. If in the UK, all is all. In America, all is the same meaning. In Nigeria, it's the same meaning. All is all. So God said, Ojupari, permit me, it's my local language. I'm done with work. Why? Because I've created man. I'm done. I'm done. I've created man. From henceforth, senior manager, take over. All I need to do is to be inspiring you to come in the cool of the day, chat with you. What's going on there? What's going on? How was today? I mean, it was, so the essence of God was not even like God that we are praying to. The essence of God was a chat room. a conversation corner, a place where you get inspiration, a place where you go, oh God, today get us deal. Lion, that lion, he was just pursuing one of the chicken. Can you imagine? And they will laugh with God. Say, that's it. Tomorrow. And then as God was with them, God was inspiring them to manage the earth, to manage the atmosphere, to manage the creations.
Wow.
So effective means one man first. After one man, you get the second person, you get the third person, and then you begin to delegate. And you know why if failed, if ate the apple, it was not taken to the farm, like some people say. When Adam was going to the farm, he did not delegate his work. If was vacant, was available, was not busy, was just going about checking fruit, looking at this one, looking at that one, and then the Bible says, and then the devil came. So a hand that doesn't have assignment to do, that is not busy, will be tempted. Will easily be tempted. Maybe that's the word, because even Adam was tempted. So the point here is, when you are busy with that assignment, make sure you give your partner an assignment in the assignment to do. Share assignment, because delegation will make every hands to be on deck. So delegation is part of the secrets of management. Delegating to other people what they need to do in the overall vision. And this goes to the family, this goes to management, this goes to school, this goes to work. The top boss, delegation. At home, there are works that my daughter does. That's a delegated work. There are works that my son does, is one that does trashing. Because in the night, great, come on, go and trash. I can't have my daughter to go and trash around that late in the time. It's my son. Delegation. And there are work that is only me that can do. I can't delegate to my son. And there are things that only my wife does. Now, once in a while, we can help each other, but it is clear that you are the one on this assignment. Make it happen. Let me keep quiet. Sir. I can continue to go.
Yeah. Now, sir, you said something in which I want to bring the next question on board, so that people that are watching us can have a clarity, because I'm actually watching the time. Please, if you are watching us, please, I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Pastor Paul Oyinloye, and on my Facebook page, Pastor Paul Oyinloye. Please subscribe and follow, and help us to share this video. Let people be blessed, and let them also have testimony. Now, if you are a leader in the church, you are a leader, or maybe you're a manager at the place of work, these are some of the information that is needed. And some of the things that my mentor is throwing out right now, these are things that people paid for, you understand? But I see this as a privilege. So, and then I want us to maximize it. And I believe someone is there that will be blessed. Even me, I'm also getting my own take from it. Now, sir, you said something about effective management. When it comes to effective management, when God created heaven and earth, the first thing that he did for what he has created to be effectively managed, he created one person. So, and I believe God gave that man everything that he needed to survive. So at a point in time, the Bible made us understand that, and God saw that this man needs an help. So at a point in time, the Bible didn't say that Adam was weak. The Bible didn't say he was tired. It was God that said, at this point in time. So it means that Eve came as a form of a reward for the good job that Adam has done. And then now, when Eve came on board, you understand? So that is where I want to bring my question in. So when Eve came, you understand, though there was a little bit of mess up in the land, but this is where I'm going, sir. Now, I want us to talk about team. Now. So I will digress a little. I'm not digressing either. So I just want to move away from from the book of Genesis. So let's move to the New Testament. Then we now come into the secular world. Now, according to our account, the book of Matthew chapter 4 from verse 18 to 22, Mark chapter 1, 16 to 20, and Luke chapter 5 from verse 1 to 11. The Bible makes us to understand how Jesus Christ went about calling the disciple from that place of their assignment. You understand? He was calling them, you follow me, you follow me. Some people, there are two brothers that he called them from the back of their father. So he was, he was gathering his team. Now the question is this, sir. How can we effectively manage team? Because I believe without team, vision will collapse. So either in the church, the place of work, where we have the gathering of people, how can a leader manage people effectively? What are the things that are important when it comes to managing team for us to have the desired results or for us to be productive? That's number one. Number two, sir, in a case whereby a leader, because the Bible makes us understand that some of the disciples, they were actually older than Jesus Christ. For example, Peter, on the account of the scripture, Peter was actually way older than Christ. But we noticed that Christ was able to get him involved in the team. When he make error, he scolded him. Now, the question is just, I don't want to put word in your mouth, sir. If a young person find himself as a lead, how? If you find yourself as a leader, as a young person, and you, fortunately for you, find people who are older than you in your team that you are leading, how can you lead them that it will not lead into crisis? You understand? So that's my question. So how can we regulate team properly? And also, if you find yourself as a younger leader and you have people who are older than you, how can you manage them for you to be effective when it comes to management? Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So why I always start or go back to Genesis is the beginning. Everything we are talking about started in Genesis. And if you can find your answer in Genesis, that's it. In fact, Genesis chapter 1 has answered all the questions. If you want to just go a bit further, chapter 2, you are done. You can close the Bible and say you are blessed. Every other thing that happened, we're confirming everything that God did. But let me take it further. The first thing for a team, so Adam and Eve. Okay, so you said we should leave Adam and Eve. We should
No. just go ahead and just start it.
And then looking at that, because the same principle Jesus also did, and I will explain to you after. The first thing is the vision must be one. There must be vision. A team must have one vision. And anytime a member of a team is having a different vision, there will be what is called division. And that was why Judas was having a different vision. It almost led to division in the disciples. Anytime you are in a team as a leader, put forward one vision. Adam had one vision to cultivate, build, expand, grow this place called Eden to become the world, to go around the world, to become what we have today as the world. But the question was, or is, did Eve knows, was she educated about this vision enough? And that was why the devil can say, did God say? Did God say? It was a confusion. Adam knew. I'm sorry, I'm just saying Adam.
No problem, sir. I'm with
Adam
you,
knew that instruction from God. Did he pass it across accurately to the team? One person called Eve. And that's why when the devil says, did God say? Did God not say? He didn't say. Did he say? Did he not really say? So that the number one fault of a leader who want to effectively manage his team is if you cannot communicate the vision must be back to back, clear. And that's why I belong to one of the group called Full Gospel Businessmen Fellowship back in Nigeria. And every meeting time, there's something called vision sharing. They said, I've almost forgotten. Vision casting. They always cast the vision. We had this in last month now. They always let the vision enter your ear. Don't go and think this group is different from something else. They always go back to it. They always cast the vision again. Your team must hear the vision until their ear wants to we know, until they can recite it in their dreams. Vision. Number 2, value. Do you have the same value with your members? You must have the value of the team must be clear. Back to Adam and Eve. Adam had the value of work, God, work. Eve had another value of, oh, this is lovely. Oh, I love this. Oh, yeah, this can also taste nice. Oh, let's have it. So value is changing. When the value of your team members are changing, error, something's going on. Like they will say, wala. Because the value of your team members are changing. And that's why organization, the leader has a clear vision where it's going. But they don't care about the gatesman. They don't care about gatesman. They don't care about the gatesman. So the gatesman values anything where we chop here, maybe we carry. So gatesman begin to destroy the value of the company right from the gate. Baba, give us something now. Anything for the boys. You are destroying that company. But the manager said, we don't have value here. Our value is ABCD. Our value is you have not communicated even to the gatesman, who is the first person to see. They don't know your value. In fact, they escape the gatesman. They get to the receptionist. Yeah, how do you want? How do you want? You say, I'm here to do that. And then they say, just go and sit down. I'll call the for you. You see, the front line person has destroyed your value because it doesn't know the value of this empty. Or the CEO.
The front line. Yes, sir.
These are the frontliners, the gatesman, your cook, your driver, your secretary. You see, they are all part of your team. But you know what we always see? My team are, my managers, my supervisors, the team working with me. We have vision casting. We have a time with. They would destroy those frontliners would destroy your organization. Why? Because you did not communicate the value to the frontliners. So effective management will be destroyed through that. Number 3, you have to train them from top to bottom. You have to train them. They have to be trained. Number 4, you have to love them. You have to show an act of love. Don't get your team together because of what you want from them. Get them together because of the love you have for them. I don't know. I don't know how to say this, but my team, when I work with my team, I work with them like a family. If I have some of my staff calling me daddy, come, I pay you salary. I'm not your father, but you say no, because of the impact, because of the way we relate. We're not relating as staff and boss. We relate as family. I know everything about their children. I know everything about them. Say, hey, what concerns you with their life? Let them live. No, the point is, they will destroy the vision because you only love them for what they give to you. By 5 o'clock, they do something else. And when they destroy the value outside, they destroy your value inside too. So love. You have to love them beyond the work. You have to love them beyond the face. You have to go further. Ask about, you have a boyfriend? Do you have a boyfriend? Do you have somebody you want to marry? What about your children? How many children? Oh, wow. Hi, you know the name of you want to know the name of the children. Oh, how is Wale? How is Thompson? How is Kunle? How is you care? How is their school? It does not mean you are paying their school fees. If you can, you do something. But the point is, you are going beyond the face. That is how you have effective team management. Next one is reward. Reward action and don't punish them for failure. Reward action. Thank you for taking steps, but you failed. Let's try it again. But in more minimal. Minimize their failure, but reward anybody who take action but failed. Reward it. You know what? A team where everybody is doing something, you have more results. But a team member, if I fail now, my salary has gone. We see. If I fail now, hey, I've destroyed my life. They don't want to try. Don't try it, though. Last time somebody tried to take any action, this is what we saw. But you know what? Encourage openness. Encourage them to take action. Minimize their failure. Support them. Redo. Allow them. Let's redo this again. Let's try this time around. Support them to win. At that point, you are no more a team leader. You are becoming like a I don't want to say a god, a semi-god in their life, because they see you. Do you know there are some people that they work for, some people that are like my boss that I've worked with. I have worked so many people, but I can mention like only two bosses that have that kind of people. I don't forget them. They are beyond work for me. Now I'm on my own. I've left work. I still call them as a father. I still call them as somebody who have touched my life, not as somebody that people have forgotten who are my lead, who are my boss, who are my I don't even care. I've left their company. Good readers to bad rubbish. I don't care. But when you live this kind of life, you begin to attract people into your life that when you need help tomorrow, they become extension of your children.
Yes, sir.
They send you to, on my birthday, somebody sent me a gift in the US from Nigeria. He packaged it, he got my address, he sent it to me. And it was never like my staff, but these are people that you have touched their life along the path of life. And I was interested in his life. Imagine my own staff. I was interested in that life. I didn't even know that a birthday will come. And then many, many things that I've gotten. So when you are dealing with your staff, with your team, with your heart, with your love, don't let me stop that way. If I don't stop, if I don't answer that question again, let me keep quiet.
Yeah, I think it's better. It's better if, like Dick Oluka used to say, that if you hit a prayer point for 15 minutes and you pray very well, it's better than having several prayer points understand without effective prayer and without effectiveness in that place of prayer. So it's better. Now, sir, thank you for that analysis. It's quite important. But I think in the summary of all, is just that every potential leader or every leader should, or if you have opportunity to have business, that you have people working under you, either temporarily or permanently, make sure you have interest in their well-being. I know so many leaders that they have never visited their house. In fact, you might not even need to visit their house. At least check on them, look after them. Because as I'm talking to you, there are some leaders in which I don't joke with them because they make it a priority to look after me. Yes, they call me, they check on me, they say, it's like we became a family, and it's like a connection is being said. And also just like what you have said, because I put everything that train them, love them, and some of the, I don't want to repeat everything you've said, but I'm just enjoying this session because I'm actually looking at the time. Now, sir, we've talked about the managing of the team right now, how we can effectively manage team. And then, sir, but I want you to, because there's one that you have not really helped to touch very well, is if you are a young leader and you have opportunity, or maybe life just throw you to an environment whereby you have old people under you, how can you manage them effectively that it will not spring crisis, it will not bring challenges? Understand? That's number one, because I don't want you to forget. And now let me now bring this also. Now I want to now relate this in two perspectives, because as we are learning in kingdom way, we should also try to see how it's going to help us in the secular world also. Now, if you like, let's come from the place of spiritual gift. Now you are a leader in the church and you have diverse people with diverse gifts under you. And then how can you manage people with different kind of spiritual gift? Even as a leader, you know that the gift that this your contemporaries, no, not even contemporary people who are your mates. I'm talking about people that actually you are leader under them. They manifest in some strange specific gift that are very, very excellent. Understand? And you know that you might not have the same grace they carry, but how can you effectively manage those people? Now, let me now bring the secular something today. As a leader in a team, and you knew that there are some people working under you that they possess some gift, they possess some potential in which you yourself, you know that you don't have. Like I would like to make a reference to a particular book, The 48 Laws of Power. I don't know, maybe you've read that book before. 48 Laws of Power. You know, one of the first or second law that says that when you learn how to make use of other people ability to function, understand, it will help you to grow your team. So I want you to tell us, how can you effectively manage people who have strong potential, who has gifts, and you know that you are not on their level, but life just make you a leader above them. So how can you manage this set of people? For example, let's say maybe a leader, a church leader, like a pastor with that, and in his team he has doctors, he has lawyer, he has professor, he has all these set of people who are in his team. So how can you manage this type of people that are vast in knowledge as a leader?
All
Over
right.
to you,
So
sir.
yeah, because of time, I'll just give 33 points so that I don't go into another 6 points again.
Okay, sir.
For you to manage people who are older than you, people who are more intelligent than you, people who are more educated. So sometimes it's not age. Sometimes some people are more intelligent than you. Sometimes some people are more educated than you. They have PhD, they have doctors, they have professors in your team. You know, the first thing you need to, and then you don't have that kind of education, you are not as older and all that. The first thing you need to do is to humble yourself. Humble. Oh, Dr. Tade is here. I'm not sure I know anything about, about medical. What do you think? I don't know. Don't say you know. I don't know. That is here. I think 1963. This thing happened. I was not even born that time. Daddy, what happened that time? I don't know. You know our problem as pastors or men of God. We always want people to think we are Alpha and Omega. We know all things. No, you can't know all things. You are not God. You are not God. Be humble enough to say, I don't know. And that's what differentiates white people and black people. I'm sorry to say this. White people say, I don't know. Oh, Remi, wow, is that true? Wow. But we don't say, no, I know. I know. I know. Why are you you don't know, you don't know.
Don't know.
What you don't know, you don't say, I don't know. Do you know what? It doesn't what is it makes you look vulnerable, but it gives you power. People say, that pastor, I respect him. I don't want to be mentioning pastor's name, but I'll mention one that very close to me. Reverend Sam Adeyemi, we were talking last week, yeah, or he called me and we were talking on phone almost like 2 hours. And then I was supposed to say, Remi, is that true? And I was say, and then you'll have known this. I don't know. And I'm shocked that Reverend Sam, who is like, I don't know. Tell me, I don't know. Wow. That increased my respect for him. But if I say I don't know, they will not respect me. No. You are just a fool to say you know everything. It's an evidence of foolishness to say, I know. And that's why I said, I'm not a pastor. I might be quoting Bible. If I do any error, man of God, because you cannot say, I know. Some people sat down with this Bible, they ate it back to back. Of course, I read Bible back to back, right? But I can't say I'm an expert. Nobody's even an expert. Are you God? I don't read the Bible. How many seminary I've gone? How many this I've gone? I've got this one. So I know you don't know. Sometimes your child will be the one that will teach you. This our phone. Our phones. Sometimes our children are the one that will know how to use it better. If you have a 6-year-old, let him or her hold your phone. You say, where did you let this thing from? Papa, they know where to go to. Humble. So that you don't fumble. Humble yourself. Number 2, be open. Guys, we are on the issue of transportation right now in church. I don't know anything about transport. I'm open. Please Anybody who have idea, can we have ideas? We want to deal with some old people in the United Kingdom. I just came 2 years ago. I don't know much about that. Can Daddy so help us in this? Be open. Oh, I just came into this environment. I just came to Scotland. I just came to to Canada. I'm just new here. I'm just in the UK. Be open. Don't say, no, I just came 2 years ago. I just came 3 years ago. I just came last year. Be open. Do you know what? People will love you. People will love you for being open. I don't know. Please, can somebody teach me here? Number 3, be firm. Don't now say, I don't know, because I don't know. I'm open. Anything that happens, everything that no. Guys, this is where we are going to. This is where we are going to. So whatever you are contributing is towards where we are going to. Anything not in this line, firm, deleted. You must be firm. People like people who are decisive and firm. Yes, they might be older than you, but say, Pastor Paul will not take this rubbish, please. I don't want any disrespect. He respects me so much, but this is what he wants. But you don't. I don't know what I want to say. Daddy, anything you say. Mommy, anything. Doctor, anything that comes. Then you have lost. You have lost your leadership. You have thrown it away. Be decisive.
Lost of staff of power. Yes, sir.
This is what I want. This is what we are going to. We are building the mega church in the UK. I don't know anything about how it was in the olden days. I came last year. I came 2 years ago. But we are building the digital, the transformational. This is where we are going. Clear. No, in UK, they used to. It doesn't happen. And I don't want to hear that. I need information, but nobody should drag my vision into the soil.
Yes, sir.
I need the information as elderly person. Sometimes I need it just for information. I might not make that decision, sir. When we talk to him, he was no, I might not listen to you all the time. There's another man I know like that. Pojo Imadi, very strict man. Yeah, I might need the information for my information to make decision. That does not mean I'm going to take that decision and take no. Of course, if it's a superior argument and it makes sense, why not? But you must be decisive. You must be firm. You must be straight. You are going somewhere. Like, quickly, let me wrap up the other side. How do you what was the question? People who have talents, who have skills around you and all that. Number 1, encourage them. Encourage them. Encourage them by giving them platform. Give them platform. And I think a person that does that very well is also Reverend Sam. He encourage young generation. Encourage them. When you encourage people, they will do their mistakes, so allow them. Don't expect perfect people when you start. Some of them are at their talent level. They are not at skill level. Encourage them. When they do mistake, teach them. Encourage. Next one is allow them to do it in their own way. Just give them instruction. Whenever I don't want that. No. Give them instruction and allow them to do it in their own way. They will now be creative. They will do it out of the box. They will do it in a way that you yourself say, oh boy, I don't know that this thing can be done this way. When you encourage them, allow them to do it in their way, but guided with instruction. I remember those days when we used to have a fixed night. People do a kind of thing, hey, this thing can lead to sin. But the point is, this is what we want to achieve. It's an outreach. It's a Christian outreach. But we are going to be singing, we're going to open up, whatever, we're going to do. But there's no sin. But we want to bring an element of effigy in. This is sin. No, this is where we are going to. We are not promoting sin, but we are allowing sinners to come in. Then how do we do these things? Guys, go to action. Let me have your ideas. We bring a DJ to DJ to church. What are they playing? That's the question. If you bring a DJ to church, is it a sin? Not sin. That day we are not playing drums. Choir will not minister. We're going to use we're going to do like a party. Hey, in church, yes, that's not sin yet. How do we want to do it? They will say, we're going to decorate the church. Hey, decorate the church. Yes, it's not a sin to decorate church. People are not going to wear suit on that day. Yes, it's not a sin not to wear suit or pastor not to use collar. So people will be bringing suggestions. So you'll be removing anything that is not sin. They're bringing it in. It is not sin to wear jeans. That they're going to wear jeans to church. Yeah, and they're going to come with their, with their hoodies. It's not sin to wear hoodies. So that we can look like the people of the world, to attract people we are inviting. Then on our flyer, we'll not put pastor, we'll put, people with, a fizzy and say, you are invited. Woo! And then our ad will be, hey, guy, what's going on there? What's going on, Pop? What's going on, guys? We're bringing you to a fizzy night. It's going to be an awesome. It's here. To wait does not mean sin. There's no sin yet. There's no sin. I'm telling you. Wait. And then like just go back to do. But there is no sin yet. There's not sin yet. In everything I'm talking about now, there's no sin. But you know what? All the fishes will be jumping in. They'll be jumping in. I'll be there. Hey, it's gonna be, I will call it a fizzy. A fizzy is not sin. It's not sin. A fizzy word is not sin. We are using it as a bait to catch people today. When they come in, the DJ plays, and we make sure we are not playing any song that say open your this thing, open your back, with your bump. We are not, all the songs we are playing are hit songs. They might not even be Jesus, but there are a lot of songs that are Christian songs that that they are high beats, the people can dance to, and after the dancing, the pastor comes with his hoodie or with a t-shirt, and he just come to preach Christ and say you cannot have a fizzy without the owner of a fizzy, God. And then we use Christ. Say, you want to give your life to Christ? People came out, crowd came out, people gave their life to Christ. You see? The idea came from a younger generation. You allow them, but you guide them. You guide them, you guide their potential. Number 3, give them praise. Don't take all the praise. Give them praise. This was done by Paul. Paul was one who initiated. Can you appreciate Paul? Joshua was the one that brought the DJ. In fact, our DJ for the day was the youngest DJ in whatever. His name is DJ Pulumbus. The person said, I belong here. My potential is being felt here. But when you say, when we had that event, I preached the power of gospel, who gave their life to Christ. I put the team together. I did it. I didn't say, this one will kill our talents here. They will run away. Let me keep quiet. My time is gone. Any last question?
Well, in fact, you have really touched. In fact, I said it that if I don't stop you, you just keep dispensing knowledge. I know the time is fast spent now, but one thing there's no other question again. I will share. If anybody have any question, please, you can send in your question. I will forward it to him. But please, there's something I would like to tell you. If you need a mentorship coach, or you need business mentorship, whatever that has to do with business management, leadership, I can guarantee you that Mr. Remi Dairo is a godsend. He knows about it very well. He has been doing this for over 20-something years, if I'm not mistaken, even almost 30 years, right from his university days in University of Ibadan. He has been functioning in that office. So he's the right man for the job. So if you are watching from US, Canada, Nigeria, you can reach out to him. So I'm going to give him opportunity to tell us where we can find him, or where you can find him. I will ask him to tell us about his social media and do Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, before we close the show for the day.
All right, thank you very much. I drop every Tuesday and Thursday. I drop new videos on my YouTube. You can check Remi Dairo on my YouTube. And then on Facebook, I think my Facebook, Remi Dairo is already filled up. Remi Dairo 2. Remi Dairo 2. So it's like numeral number 2 is open. You can connect with me there. On LinkedIn, Remi Dairo, you find me there. On Instagram, Remi.Dairo. I'm there. On Trend, same on Trend. You see me, Remi.Dairo. On Twitter, yeah, Remi_Dairo. And then you can always send me a message, and then DM me, and then we'll take it up from there to my
And
friend.
if you send him message and it takes forever for him to
No,
answer
I
you,
do. I do.
just let me know. I will chase him up. I know
I,
how to chase my Oga. I understand.
thank you.
You know, it's based in Texas, US. So you have to calculate your time back.
At
If
the
you are in
time, yeah.
Nigeria, 6 hours behind,
Yeah.
so that you know when to speak to him. So
Thank you.
thank you so much for
Pleasure's
joining
mine.
us. If you
Pleasure's mine.
I appreciate it, sir. Thank you so much. God bless you so
Pleasure's
much.
mine.
And to all our viewers and the returning viewers, please, there one thing you can do for me. Just subscribe to my YouTube channel, Pastor Paul Oyinloye. I'm not doing this for the sake of money. I'm only doing this as God has commanded me to do it, to heal the world and to bring information to people. By the special grace of God, coming last Saturday of this month, we'll be looking at a very important topic, which I titled The Pastor's Wife. So I have a wonderful guest who is coming on board to deal with that. Is the person of Sister Christina Tokwe Dada, is the wife of the director of music of Christ Apostolic Church CAC Worldwide. So we are dealing with the pastor's wife. So it's not has to do with maybe pastor's wife alone. If you can be, if you're a woman and you are married to a leader, and you are married to anybody, a church leader or a manager in anywhere, if your husband is actually operating in a very respectable position, either in the contemporary or the spiritual, this coming program is for you. Please, next week on the 24th of February at the same time, 7 p.m. By this time, it's going to be a Saturday. So if we're going to do anything on Friday, I will let you know. So I want to appreciate my boss one more time for taking out your time to bless us. Thank you so much. God bless
Let's
you.
go. Let's go.
All right. We'll see you
Thank
another
you.
time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
As God have it, we'll meet 24th of February. Thank you and God. I remain your friend, Pastor Paul Oyinloye. Bye for now.